Chapter 25. It was a catastrophe, Class Charybdis. It might be disrespectful for me to say, but please Lord Rimuru and the others should flee away far from this land. We are taking a pseudo-catastrophe class flying beast here. It is not the same orc of Cataclysm you have fought, which is only a disaster class. Trainee-san said that as if she has already given up. We have instantly pulled off a meeting in the executive estate. Every executive is present in the room together with Shizu-san and Milam. Though, I guess we have an unexpected uninvited guest. Not really uninvited, but somehow he came back using yet another spatial transport by asking our Kurenai forces in the western border. You are here again, Fuse-kun. Yes, don't blame me, this place really is comfortable. You literally talk big that you'll make sure Bloomond and Tempest will form a treaty in no time. And now you are just slacking around. Don't sweat the little details. Sir Rimuru, I just enjoy this heartwarming place. Mind if I join the meeting? And don't you think the more heads thinking the better? If you put it that way, I can't assent. Fine, you can join our meeting. Now averting my attention to the whole committee. Trainee-san issued the bad news. According to her, the occurrence they weren't even sure what happened. A Charybdis, but now, you are probably saying Rimuru, you look so surprised even though you expected all of this, aren't you? No, actually, there is a catch. Further to the details, this one has tampered with something. This Charybdis isn't using any body and is 1,000 times stronger than your authentic Charybdis. And, it most likely wasn't Phobio. I don't see why Phobio would have formed a collaboration with the Jesters, that they didn't correlate themselves with us. Phobio's main reason is, I guess, a grudge towards Milam. Hey, Milam, by any chance did you meet an underling of Carrion? Why did you ask? Standing up from her seat, Milam yelled out. I actually don't know myself. But somehow did you? Yeah, I sensed Carrion's underlings from afar. Spies have been allotted in this city. But, I swear to you that we haven't made any connection yet, I swear. Just as I expected, it is not Phobio, and I also sense it hasn't even had a body. We can assume for now there is an artifact imbued in there. But the question is, who did such a dangerous maneuver? No matter how much I can see it, it is not something ordinary. Empowering Charybdis 1,000 times wasn't an ordinary Majin's task. Only the Empire has these types of techs, and there is a possibility they are maneuvering remotely. Charybdis is a monster born from Lord Veldora's magicules. But, somehow this one is a lot stronger than the authentic one. Its power compares or is almost just as powerful as Lord Veldora. A Charybdis which is as just powerful as Veldora. How troublesome. Too troublesome that I cannot believe it in the first place. I cannot even begin to imagine something like that. If it really is true, then this artifact imbued on its body must have been extraordinary. Lord Rimuru, may I? Trainee-san asked. Responding to her, I permitted her to speak. What is it, Trainee-san? Thank you very much. Actually, the Treants have confirmed something to me. Confirmed? Yes, an irregular existence is moving inside the Jura forest. Most likely an archdemon. At the end of that, my spine felt an intense chill. Yet another change, this timeline is screwed. I thought at that moment. But we felt there is more elevated anxiety in the room, and it is coming from Shizu-san. Beside me, Shizu-san was muttering violently as if she recalled something unpleasant. Archdemon, see, could it be? Shizu-san muttered while shaking. Shizu-san, do you have any ideas? I asked. She seems genuinely troubled. And no, I do not know anything. My inquiry was immediately fended off. She staggered, but it was obvious something was up. Hey, if you know something, just leave it to my bestie to resolve it. Milam said, but more like menacing Shizu-san. Honestly, if Milam did the negotiations, nothing will work out. I was genuinely surprised that Milam was the one who tried to do the questioning, but rather, if we took a deep context about it, describes it all. Milam isn't afraid of any archdemons, unlike Shizu-san. That's why this issue is nothing to Milam, but Shizu-san may have a great attachment to a specific archdemon. Hey, Shizu-san, I don't know which demon you are attached to. But, with our support, there is really no need to fear any archdemon. Just take it easy and trust us, we are comrades after all. I vouch. With the exception of primordial demons, of course, but, it's Shizu-san all right. I doubt she's associated with one of the original. Especially Guy Crimson. I highly doubt Shizu-san will fight someone like Guy, who is straight up from a fairy tale. And, besides the primordials, there is really no need to fear any devil. Even demon peers will get killed in an instant by 2 or 3 of my generals. And, Shizu-san's growth is really sublime. There is no way a common archdemon can challenge her now. Fine, but please give me a time. It is a formal contract that I was about to abolish anyway. She gave in, she deeply sighed. A load of worries vented out of her body with that sigh and the conviction to break a devil's formal contract. Okay, you got until the end of the meeting. That should be plenty of time for Shizu-san to decide. That concludes with Shizu-san. Now how did the treants exactly fend off with this almost catastrophe Charybdis? I just don't understand it. Hey, I was wondering, how did Trainee-san and the others fend off against this Charybdis? You are checking it at the moment, right? Yes, with the help of the ogres. We are a full force on fending off this Charybdis. There is one catastrophe class forged Charybdis soaring at the highest altitude possible. 2 authentic Charybdis, and 50 megalodons. A catastrophe class, Charybdis huh? I thought for a moment that with this kind of adversary my subordinates would be reluctant to fight it. But, it seems I underestimated the ogres' enthusiasm for fighting. But, that's too many. I questioned what caused such a reaction. At this point, I am simply accepting every change of the timeline. Really think. I analyzed the forged Charybdis. It appears the forged Charybdis, leaking aura was enough to mold 2 authentic Charybdis. Oi oi, are you really saying this to me, that this archdemon Shizu-san was entangled with made this forged Charybdis? Now I really am doubting myself. Not because of my fighting prowess but because of my leadership skills. I did promise I'll refrain from changing this too much. Where did that declaration go now? Lord Rimuru and Lady Shizu, once again I advise the entire kingdom of monsters to evacuate. We cannot win this battle. Trainee-san advised. Hey, Dryad, are you saying my best friend Rimuru is that weak? Believe it or not, he is a goddess. I don't know what this little girl is saying but thankfully, I was able to rush my slime form beside her and shut her chit-chatty mouth. Hey hey hee hee. Trainee-san, I believe Milam was saying that we cannot flee and just lose all of the progress we have. We are a prospering kingdom after all. But, before coming up with the evacuation plan, I sought to try to intercept this forged Charybdis. Trainee-san replied with a smile. I felt that smile was real. Was she testing me up until now? I don't know, she just idly shut her eyes and shunted their presentation to us. Oh my, I apologize for my wrong judgment. Okay, the Dryads will contribute plentifully with every forest's knowledge. Please make use of us to protect this forest. Okay, now the meeting of intercepting the Charybdis will continue. In that regard, oh by the way, what really is your purpose here, Fuse-kun? It isn't the very least convincing that you are just here to sightsee. Well, I came here to forewarn you guys. Oh, thank you very much. Fuse stated, then Shuna filled Fuse's cup full of beverage again. But I am more concerned in his first sentence. Warn exactly about what? After I questioned, the executive estate was again filled with people when Ellen and her men came in tow of Fuse. Then the personage asked by Fuse to relay the news spoke up, which is Ellen. Rimuru-san, your kingdom is in deep crisis. The Western Saints Church began to move. Hollow diamond, hollow diamond, hollow diamond. Less than, on the northern continent of the eternal ice. Where ice storms freeze the surroundings in instant. The area where no regular beings can live. After the reason that it was inhabitable, it is also the domain of the first seat of Demon Lord Guy Crimson. Seating on his throne while his servant pours him a beverage offered by the Beast Kingdom. The top-class beverage was poured into a classy stemware held by the Demon Lord. Cuckoo, so that's it. Noir was summoned by someone. Guy laughs amusingly on the report Misery had rerouted on him. But, no matter how special that oddball is, he is not my concern at the moment. Lord Guy, the further contents of my report are more surprising. Misery asked Guy for permission to speak further. In response, Guy immediately gave the consent. Really, I have told you I don't give a crap about that idiot at the moment. I don't wanna be dissatisfied when entertaining things kept pilling in my shed. But very well, proceed. Misery bent and continued her message. One particular detail Lord Guy wouldn't ignore. The primordial black was summoned by a human. What? Hey, that cannot be true. That guy wouldn't serve pests. He is a demon whose battle proficiency equals if not better than mine on the olden days. Guy stated with a furrowed left eye. No, absolutely, I won't believe this. No matter how strange his way of living was, there is no way. Who is this human who has summoned him? Rainier, a top knight from the Western Council's hidden force. Boring, just hearing his name makes me bored to death. On that note, I am now more dubious about Noir being summoned by this Rainier. Aren't you in the same boat, Misery? Yes, I did my assignments given by Lord Guy properly. There is really nothing eye-catching observing this Rainier. See, neither that oddball. I see no reason to move, probably he just answered a random call to satiate his boredom. Or do you have any other ideas, misery? Lord Guy, how about Noir using this Rainier to achieve something? Ho, that's one possibility. And not too far-fetched in fact. I can already see him maneuvering something like that. Amid that, a lone girl walks through the room. A girl with white hair, crystal blue eyes. She cut the conversation of the two. If any other person than her would do that, then Guy would have obliterated them on the spot. But the girl was no other than Guy's partner, the ice dragon Velzard. Velzard seated on Guy's seat's arm and whispered to Guy. Two new true dragons was moving silently. She cut to the chase of the important matter. Now, Guy cannot simply ignore that. It's tricky enough to hide its factor, but I definitely feel it. What do you think, Guy? What do I think? I'm not really sure you suddenly brought the issue. Are you doubting me? Rather than doubting, I am surprised by the tension of the events. You see, there are many events reported to me. It's too good to be true, but this age sure has a lot of amusing things. The storm dragon Veldora just recently disappeared, right? Can we not just assume he revived? No way, my brother cannot revive that quickly. Then if it is, who is the other one? My brother is not sly enough to hide from my eye. Storm dragon's disappearance, two new true dragons, Noir being summoned, and the Kingdom of Tempest. My concern at the moment is the Kingdom of Tempest. More specifically, the Forest of Jura. There is a huge compressed magicule there which I can even detect from here. Then, humans' uncanny activity. It sounds more headache than heart-pounding to me. Who is causing such disturbance in this world? At this rate, a great war will break through with the offset balance of power. I'll make you pay dearly for counterbalancing his world. I'll swear to make you pay, whoever you are. Hollow diamond, hollow diamond, hollow diamond. Why, that's unfair. It is unfair. What do you mean I cannot fight? Milim lashes out, pointed at Rimuru's slime form. What can I do? If Milim fought, it will put an end to this Charybdis, so does us in the process. But it's unfair. At least let me fight the humans invading this land if I cannot fight that huge flying monster. Oh, that is far worse. Rejected. I just wanted to show my usefulness to my bestie, yet. Then, if I am banned, why heck Rimuru and that human is allowed to partake? It's our kingdom's problem, you know. If let Ya do the job, other demon lords will think lowly of us. Thus, I cannot let you fight the church. Other than because a group of church members is close to our town, I cannot really let Milim fight there, and Hinata might be there, so. But, no buts. Now she looks at me with sparkling eyes. Looking at me like that wouldn't help. According to Ellen, 50 armed church mediocre soldiers have been dispatched. They are tricky adequately to go to a route where they are undetected by the Kurenai force. They are using horses in a fast phase, and with CL's calculation, we concluded that the church's knights will arrive at the same time as we fight Charybdis. Wait, don't tell me you are going to fight a catastrophe monster. Are you nuts? Fuse asked. Hey, come on now, Fuse, it's not like we wanted this event to happen, right? We are just intercepting the upcoming disaster. I know, but surely you have more options than intercept it. I am the leader of this kingdom. I cannot just run away and leave my brethren behind. We have 400,000 citizens. I am really not sure whether we can evacuate them on time, so the only option we have is to take the offensive and destroy the disaster itself. You know, you sure give off a superb oration like that suddenly. But can you win? By can we win, I am not sure what you are exactly implying. Fuse gave a shrug. This monster Charybdis, of course. I don't doubt Sir Rimuru and the others can triumph over the church invading troops. Well, on that note, I advise Sir Rimuru to dispatch Lady Shizu to intercept the knights. For obvious reasons, church is specialized against monsters. If Shizu-san will take the job, there is really no way they can win against her. Plus, Shizu-san is a champion of humans, surely she mastered the epitome of sword knowledge of the humans. Though she now learning Hakuro's style, her knowledge against humans should be paramount. With that said, Shizu-san immediately gave her consent and rationale. Let me take the job. I have a student from the Western Saints Church. If she was there, then I can assure you negotiations are feasible. She said beside me. Okay, then Shizu-san could fill that role now. The question is the Charybdis. I mean, can we win? Not even stringent of hesitation from the ogres' faces. Hey, trainee-san, how big exactly is this Charybdis, the catastrophe one? If my estimation is correct, then that one was 10 times bigger than the authentic one. MRRGH. It's 2 or 3 times the entire kingdom. What exact artifact is imbued on there, really? An archdemon who can achieve it was limited to Guy Crimson. But why? Thinking deeply hurt my brain. But, hypothesis, the archdemon in the Jura was probably not Guy Crimson. No deciding factor detected linking to Guy Crimson. Hey, now I don't know what conclusion Sir Rimuru and the others might finalize, but once again I advise you to not let this international disaster not just within yourselves. With this kind of issue, every country can put a joint operation to dismiss the monster. Fuse informed. If that's the case, we can call Dworgen's Pegasus Knights. But any of that, I don't want to form any coalition with the same person who is now invading. Oh right, you guys have a treaty with Dworgen. Yes, that's right. Now then, it seems Shizu-san is ready to speak up. I would like to hear this demon Shizu-san formed a contract with. To be continued.